From a young age, he sang, but never really took it seriously until he was incarcerated in the Drakenstein prison in Paarl in the Western Cape. That's where he joined a choir and alpaca group. He became a lead singer in the prison's jazz band and was later awarded a Catalyst Award in the Urban Hero Awards in Cape Town by the Message Enterprise. Well, Mshana was nominated for the Best Hip Hop Gospel Album, Atheist Imago Awards, and Best Gospel Music Video. He joins us now via Zoom to tell us more about his journey. Mshana, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
A very good morning to you also, good Simpiwa, and morning to the SABC2 viewers.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's good to have you on the show this morning, Mshana. Well, when did you start being involved in music? How did your musical journey start?
Oh, it is a journey, but to cut the long story short, my music journey basically started when I was incarcerated in Drakenstein, Medium B. It started out as a thing that I was playing around just to get out of the room, but as time went by, it basically also opened opportunities to me because I had a friend who encouraged me that you actually have a talent in this. If you could pursue this further, you could actually become something if you be serious about it. So that's how the journey began.
And then Mshana De.Ev, what's in that name?
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm still with you.
Yeah, what's in that name? Tell us about how your stage name, as it were, came up.
Oh, yeah, it's quite funny. Yes, Mshana De.Ev, basically, I'm the person who supports my dream, who's like behind everything, is basically my uncle. So, Oti Mshana. Angisakhumbule nangelanga engibiza calling me Tembosi because he always called me Mshana. And then De.Ev basically stands for the evangelist. So by grace, I was basically I gave my life over to the Lord Jesus while I was still in prison. So I told myself I want to use my music as an evangelist. You understand? So that it's like nephew the evangelist.
Right. Now tell us about your first single titled Uthando. How was it received by the audiences?
Well, my first single, Uthando, firstly, everybody was excited. The fact I was able to come out of prison and at the same time be able to be part of music and have my music to play on radio and everything. So it was received by those who know me mostly, but those who did not know me yet could not really understand but listening to the song itself, then they could understand where I'm trying to come from. But so it didn't get the real hype that I really wanted, but it actually laid some sort of a foundation, I can say so.
Okay. And how would you define the type of music that you create?
The kind of music I create, the genre is, I call it African trap, which is hip hop.
Okay.
But the music is basically about encouragement. It differs. It's about love, because we all want to be loved and want to love. Yes. It's also about true lifestyle stories of what's happening in our community, what's affecting us, most especially in my EP. If you can just check it out, which is online, you will basically see what's my music about.
And late last year, Mshana, you released an EP titled Assambi that consists of 6 tracks. Who did you work with?
Oh yes. I was fortunate to work with producers like Dustin Gosi, Lindani Gumede, Trevor Marco. Yes, I worked with Ukeke Macheta. I worked with a friend of mine called Tando Second 2. I had a lot of people, even in studio, the team behind me, Divine Rhythm itself, Alfred Nzobanzimbelu, Mr. Majosi, there's a whole lot of people, man. So the list goes on, but I'm grateful to that team because they made it to be what it was.
Sure.
And what it is, actually, yes.
Right. And what are you working on right now, music-wise?
Music-wise, honestly speaking, I'm still pushing this EP, which is like we said, it's available online. We're still pushing this EP. It even has music videos, which we saw on the screen. It's also on the YouTube channel. So I would really love people just to go check it out and even subscribe on the channel, please, so that we get more subscribers. But otherwise, that's what we're pushing right now. As we go into the month of love, this is the song that I would love people to be singing and jamming on. Same thing.
Indeed. And tell us about your nominations and awards you have won.
Oh, now that is a story for me to tell for sure.
Yeah.
That was actually a very, how can I say, a time of which I couldn't believe that it's actually me that is actually receiving this. I received a Catalyst Award in the Western Cape, in Cape Town. It was the first of its own in South Africa. It's actually the awards that come from London. So it's Urban Hero Awards. Like, they look at people who has come from a different past, but yet who's used the past to a positive effect. So I was awarded by the Message Enterprise.
Okay.
So I was awarded because when I came out after a year and a couple of months, that's when they saw that, okay, this guy is actually serious in what he's doing. So they randomly nominated me and invited me to the awards, and I received the award. And then also the Ngoma Awards, understanding that is a very big platform for the gospel artists. I was very, I can say, in actual English, I can't say how I actually felt when I was told that I'm being nominated at the Ngoma Awards. But otherwise, I'm grateful for the platform. I'm grateful most especially for Divine Rhythm Production, because they gave me the platform and they pushed me so that I could be noticed as that far.
And where do you want to see yourself in the near future, Mshana?
Oh, in the near future, my good sir, I would really love to see myself working with the current great or the great DJs of that time, or even producers, people like Maphorisa.
Right.
I would love to work with people like that. I would love to work with even Ukabza, the small. I would love to work with. Even my song was actually playing yesterday on Metro FM. So I would love to work with people like the legend Oskido.
Okay.
Yes, just to kind of bring back that old kind of sound. Yeah. And also being an inspiration to those who were once incarcerated, and for the guys in Lukshini to know that, life as a gas, it doesn't mean that you will end up a gas. But if you push and believe in your dream, you can still become what you always wanted to become, which is a better person and a positive impact to the community.
You seem to have credited, the gaol or prison for having made you the better version of yourself. You say that, you received God while you're still in prison, and your music career started in prison. So what was going in your mind as you started this career? Did you see it in you that you are actually a recording artist?
Actually, yes. The reason why I actually give credit to the place is because I feel like that is where I find a lot of time to think and to focus and to really see that what I really want to do with my life. Understand?
Okay.
So hence that is why I'm giving the credit to them, and even the award and so on. Well, people encouraging us to do better. You understand? And even encouraging, telling us, okay, we can see that you have a talent like this. Please pursue it. I can give credit to Mr. Ngambazana, who was the head of center there, Mr. De Vries, who was our coach, Mamu Miekwa, who was the choir coordinator. The list just goes on. I can give credit to those people because they are the people that actually shaped us as different inmates in the various things which we were doing. So yeah, man, I can give credit to them. Definitely.
Okay, great stuff. How and where can people get your music?
Guys, like I said, good morning to you all who's watching. My music is available on every platform online. I ask of you guys, please go check it out. It's available on every, Deezer, iTunes, YouTube. It's there. Even the music videos of the song that you just saw here, it's available on YouTube and even playing on other channels on TV. Please do go on YouTube and subscribe on the channel. Please, because we need subscribers. So yes, And on the socials, I'm also available on the socials, which is, as you can see there, it's Mshana De.Ev on Instagram and on Twitter. And then on Facebook, it's updates, Mshana De.Ev.
All right, Mshana, great chatting to you, man. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for being an inspiration out there.
Thank you so much, Pietermaritzburg, for having me. Thank you to the team for the platform, and thank you everyone who's currently watching this morning. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Do have a great day now. That was Thembinkosi Lucas Mbelu, also known as Mshana De.Ev, talking to us about his music career and what to look forward to from his offerings.